It's the beginning of a new day, and it's a new me. And I want to thank you all so very much and welcome to my house. You know, for many years, I've been sharing with people and spending many hours how they can be safe in their communities. And now today, it gives me great pleasure to introduce a new campaign plus a new image for me. And I'm going to have a new look. Thank you so much for coming into my house today. And we're going to be sharing how we can work together to help your old pal McGruff take a bite out of crime. So thank you for coming, and we're going to have a day in the life of McGruff. And, I'm just going to show you day by day what we do. So thanks again, and here we go. It's very important that we take care of our bodies because our bodies are very, very special. And so right now, I've got to work on my toothbrush here. And got to brush the old molars. And I've got to make sure my teeth are clean here. You know, dentists have said over the years, and my veterinarian says too, that you've got to really take care of your teeth because teeth was meant to last a lifetime. And you know that veterinarians can tell an age of an animal by the looks of their teeth. So I make it a point each and every day to clean my teeth. And boys and girls, teenagers, and my adult and senior friends always brush, floss, and rinse. And that will help us from getting cavities, and you can have your teeth hopefully a lifetime. And then the next thing I like to do is I like to get prepared for the day, and I got to do some little grooming here. So we do a little brushing, take a bite out of crime. You can make your life a safer one whenever you take the time. So take a bite out of crime. You can really make a difference where you are. So keep the criminals away from working overtime. So take a bite out of crime. Well, hello, my crime biter friends. This is my kitchen here at the McGruff house. And you know, today for breakfast, I've got several selections to choose from. And, let's just take one for instance. And we'll open it up and we'll pour it in. You know, the kitchen is a great place because food is prepared for the whole family and enjoyed by all. But a kitchen also can be dangerous. I'm going to be putting my breakfast here into the microwave. And as you can see, I'm using a glass dish. And a microwave is a wonderful, wonderful appliance to be able to cook food fast or reheat it. But one thing you should never do, young people, or in adults too, as far as that goes, is to put anything metal into the microwave. If you have a bowl or something that's covered in aluminum foil, it can do the same thing. It will spark, and then it can have a fire possibly happen. And we don't want that. Well, I've just put my breakfast in the microwave that is cooking for me, but there's some other special things we need to understand. Anytime you're in the kitchen, always have parental help if you do any type of cooking. And one thing we need to be real careful about is make sure that you don't use the stove or the oven without mom and dad around or grandma and grandpa. Because, you know, these things are dangerous. And if little brother and sister would happen to come into the kitchen, you need to watch them because if they get into the kitchen sink, you know, we have detergents and chemicals down there that could really make them sick. So the important thing to remember is kitchens are a great place, but they can be dangerous too. Well, my breakfast should be done here in just a moment. Here it is. Oh boy, does that smell good. Looks good too. Make no bones about it. This dog knows how to eat. All right, we're going to come over and enjoy our breakfast together. And I'm going to sit down with one of my favorite selections here. And let's see. And I also have my great cup here. Good. Well, welcome again. After I've had some wonderful breakfast, I like to do a little reading. And right now I'm reading a book about strangers. You know, strangers is a person that you don't know or you don't know very well. And we never open up the door to any stranger or get into a car with a stranger with anyone we don't know. And if anyone ever asks you to hitchhike or to get in the car with them, maybe they've lost a little doggy or a cat or something like that, they're trying to trick you. The main thing is never get in a car or open the door to someone you don't know. You know, I have a little song that I've sung many times for young people, and this is just as good for teenagers and adults too. And it goes like this. We never take a gift from strangers. Don't open up the door for one. We never get in a car for strangers, or be safe when the day is done. Don't open up the door to strangers. Don't ever take a gift from one. Don't ever get in a car with strangers, and be safe when the day is done. Hey kids, you shouldn't go with people that you do not know. Listen and then be sure. Don't go around and don't go near. Don't open up the door to strangers. Never take a gift from one. Never get in a car from strangers, and be safe when the day is done. Be safe when the day is done. Well, I hear someone knocking on the door. You know, young people, if someone ever knocks on your door or rings the doorbell, you always want to check to make sure you know who it is. Now, my door has a little door viewer that I can look into. Some doors have a glass window, or you could open up the curtain alongside and look out. But once again, if you don't know who they are, don't let them in. Another important thing too is when you ever open the door, you should have your mom and dad answer the door. You shouldn't do it. Now, what would happen if you're home by yourself and somebody says, "Is your mom and dad home?" Just tell them, "Well, they can't come to the door right now. They're busy. Come back later." And always remember too, when you leave the home, even if it's for a short time, make sure you lock the door. And once again, never invite a stranger in that you don't know, and let your mom and dads do it. Now, some doors have security cameras in them. They might be in the front or back door, and that's something your parents can check over with a home installation security person. I'm going to come over and see who is at my door here. Whoa, this is my friends Noah and Paul. Come on in. Welcome to my home.
Yeah, sure will. Thanks so much.
Today, I'm joined by the National Crime Prevention Council's Executive Director, Paul DelPonte, and McGruff The Crime Dog to talk all about some important topics today. It's so great to be in your home, McGruff.
Thank you so much for being here.
It's so nice to be here with you, Paul. So we have some exciting things to discuss with McGruff. Tell us one thing in particular.
We sure do, and you couldn't have picked a better day. We've been working for months on this new segment of our Go For Real campaign, and the big news is we're going to be unveiling McGruff in 3D animation for the first time in history.
OMG, it's McGruff!
Yes, I am.
He's not my Uncle McGruff the Crime Dog. No, he's a fake.
I am McGruff the Crime Dog. He is the fake. And so is that controller you're holding. It's gonna break. You're smart. Buy smart.
Let's now talk about your new PSA, McGruff. You share with young viewers that purchasing fake products can lead to serious consequences, which that's true. That can really happen, you guys. So is this a common thing happening today, as so many, they're out trying to sell products?
Oh, it is an immense global industry, and it's all kinds of things. And for too long, we've thought of it as a victimless crime, and we've turned the other way. Oh, it's okay, I got a cheap watch, or I got a cheap shirt, or whatever. But to that, we just have one word: fentanyl. Fentanyl is sold online to kids in fake pills. We've created a society where it's okay to buy something fake because it's cheaper. It's not okay. Fentanyl's quickly become the fastest leading cause of death among teens and tweens. And it's all sorts of things. Electronics that can blow up. They're not safety tested. There's no UL code on the packaging. Cosmetics that contain animal products that teens and tweens don't want to buy, and if they knew they were in there, they wouldn't buy them. Handbags in clothing made of material that can give you a skin rash. Bicycle helmets, that if you're in a bicycle crash, and bicycle crashes are one of the 5 leading causes of pediatric emergency room visits, it can make a bad situation fatal.
So, Paul and McGruff, when did you know that this was the right time to release this new PSA?
Oh, well, McGruff and I have been working on it for a long time, and there were a few things that sort of just came together. We're working with some really, really smart people at the United States Patent and Trademark Office. They follow these trends. They've been the leaders in sort of spotting, hey, now's the time. Sales online have overpeaked brick and mortar stores. Now's the time to do this. And they really pushed through a lot with the government's backing to do this.
I think this is an important PSA to release. I think it will teach young audiences about the importance of this and how we can do something now versus doing something later when it's far more worse. So, Paul, sharing with our viewers, how can they get involved now from watching this PSA at home and help take a bite out of crime with McGruff?
Well, this PSA is part of a whole campaign called Go For Real. You can go to our website, ncpc.org/go4real. You can learn how to spot fakes by becoming a dupe detector. We're going to keep growing the campaign all year long. There'll be events in schools and other places all around the country. We're going to get athletes, celebrities, and other people involved to really get support for this. And part of this is we start real simple with kids. The PSA you'll see is going to talk about fake electronic products, video games, something every kid is familiar with. And winning a video game is really important. And so we're going to teach kids to be smart. And the tagline of this campaign is, McGruff,
You're smart, buy smart, go for real.
Such an important PSA. We will have the link to that PSA on our website, mustwatchshow.com. So nice to be here with you, Paul and McGruff. Thank you so much, McGruff, for letting me come into your home.
Oh, it's been a pleasure
to be here with you.
And I'd like to close with this. You know, our communities are a great place. And while working together, we can take away the opportunity for a criminal action to take place. You know, when we all work together, we can make our communities, our nation, our states a great place to live, and you can help your old pal McGruff take a bite out of crime.